and online. Lawmakers are once again tackling the web of governmental regulations that some business owners contend is an impediment to their prosperity and the state's. Senior correspondent Brenda Flanagan reports.
I am caught in the middle of red tape, regulation.
Lodi businessman Tom Olson makes rain tanks that hold live clams for sale at local supermarkets, including several in New Jersey. But inspectors here want to yank his tanks over health regulations and test requirements, even though the saltwater systems are keeping clams legally cool in New York, Connecticut, and several other states.
I'm being ping-pong balled back and forth, and I'm advocating on behalf of my biggest customer, who right now is telling me we can't use these systems because the state has shut them down. You need to take them back.
What to do? Olson joined an audience of Morris County business leaders to hear Jersey lawmakers discuss a red tape panel redux. They'd revive a committee dedicated to helping the public, especially business owners, find their way out of a forest of government regulations.
Things to bring directly to a committee, hopefully made up of administration as well as the legislature, that then we can then get back to the appropriate departments to try and get some changes or the right answers.
GOP Senator Steve Orehose co-sponsoring a bill along with Democrat Paul Sarlo to recreate a legislative review board like the so-called Red Tape Review Commission, which Governor Christie impaneled by executive order in 2010. It inspired changes in several laws and regulations, but drew criticism for its perceived bias towards business over the environment. Governor Murphy let the commission elapse to the business community's chagrin.
It turns out that cutting red tape, or whatever you want to call it, was definitely a top priority. So I'm really glad to see this commission getting started. We can use all of your ideas at all times.
I'm just going to appoint a committee rather than wait for legislation to go through. And those recommendations will come out that we will put in legislation. From legislation, then will be sent to the administration. Hopefully the administration will work with us on this because we want them to work with us. We're going to reach out to the Assembly, too.
The governor's office commented Governor Murphy's strongly committed to making government work more efficiently. In fact, that goal is one of the 4 central tenets of his economic plan. Just this week, the governor unveiled the Business First Stop portal as an initial effort toward this goal. A new Government Efficiency and Regulatory Review Commission, it's a mouthful, is music to the ears of a federal Small Business Administration advocate.
Regulations exhaust small businesses. They tie you up in knots. They make people give up their opportunity to have a small business. So it is imperative that this be successful and that they get the voice of business owners on that committee.
For Olson, it's a matter of survival.
And if I have to take back this equipment, that's a $60,000 refund check that literally is going to put me out of business, and I'm going to lock my door, and 14 people are going to be unemployed.
The committee's still being put together. It'll be co-chaired by a Republican and a Democrat and focused on problem solving. In Whippany, I'm Brenda Flanagan, NJTV News.
Problems